don't know. Like that's you digging. I don't know.
Simply, you know.
I just know I do like 30% juice, 70% alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm paying for it, I like whatever. Excuse me, if I'm not paying for it, I like whatever. But if I am paying for it, it's like, yeah, I would get, light, because I'm frugal. But, it's like, if I'm not, then I'll just go ahead and get dark. Dark would be cool. Well, I totally expressed myself. What was the purpose in asking that? Like, there was no purpose in asking that.
Yeah, it is. Because I just wanted to know what you was.
Do you understand that? Listen to me.
I know that you like dark. I'm like, I like light.
My thing is this. Do you understand that literally anything you like or we talk about, if we don't work in the next week, none of that shit matters? It's not that. It's his reality. Like, literally, if you seeing red flags in a nigga within the course of a couple of days, are you still...
How many days you said?
A couple of days.
Oh, okay, a couple of days. Not 24 hours, right? Not 48 hours.
No.
A couple of days.
Yes, a couple of days. But I can sit here and not... What's today? Tuesday. I cannot talk to you till Friday. If I'm not saying no coochie on Friday, I can curve. I'm like, oh, she's not gonna give me my shit.
So the fact that you're saying by Friday you don't see no pussy, it's a dub for you, right?
I'm literally I'm not saying that.
But you're saying that's realistic, like you're being logical.
No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm an energy person. Now, if your energy is not where I need it to be, then yeah, it's definitely a dub. But in reference to the coochie, right? If you're not feeling shit, if the day is Tuesday and if you're not feeling me by Friday,
Why do you emphasize it on the day like if it's Tuesday and it's Friday?
No, you don't. For one, maybe okay. How many kids do you have?
I got one.
Right. How old is your child?
13.
Okay. How long was you with the child's father?
15.
Oh, you bugging. You definitely bugging. But whatever, that's you. So, on and all 15? Yo, I was with my son's mother for legit 2 years, and we broke up, and that was it. So 15 is crazy. That's a whole life. That's a whole life. I know. Fuck all that.
You're 15, right? So that means, and you expressed it today, Tuesday, and on Friday,
I already got gray hairs. I'm not wasting my youth, but 15 years is crazy. You wasted 15 years of your life, basically. No, but like, it's just like that's a long time. Like, cause you labeled it.
It's very much a long time.
Cause you labeled it. Like you labeled it 15 years. Like if you said, hey, Trout, what was your longest relationship, right? I would say 2 years. That's my son's mother. That means my son is 13, in the last 14, because he about to be 14 in 2 months. In the last 14 years, any relationship I've had with a woman was less than 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, fuck them. You feel me? And your situation is not that. It's like, oh, this is what it is. If you're used to one person for a long period of time, you don't know people because you're used to one person. Whereas though for me, I'm used to more.
If you say so.
So you cheated? Is that what you said?
No, I've been in and out for 15 years.
That's still a long time to waste time. And then you still not trying to sit on my face. And then you still not trying to sit on my face within the course of time that I'm giving you, which means that.
No, it's the fact that you're giving me a time period, and it's like, why am I getting a time period? If I want to sit on your face, I'm gonna come sit on your face.
But hold on, whoa.
I want you, right? No, like that's real shit. Like it is. So you sit here talking about I want to feel that I want you. Yeah, I am going to do it. I'm just not coming out the bat and just swinging on that shit and let them go. I'm not doing that.
I totally hear you. Today is Tuesday. It's all good.
And tomorrow's Wednesday, and the next day is Thursday, and the day after that Friday. So what's that mean?
I won't know it. I won't know it too.
I'm gonna be cut, and it's gonna be a dub by Friday if I don't come sit on your face.
Well, I'm not saying that because maybe I don't like you by Friday.
Probably don't.
Maybe.
Probably not gonna like me after today, and you can go back to the other 6 options that you had. But that don't make no sense to just like be flat out just saying that. Like, how you don't think that make somebody like, I don't want to fuck with you.
Well,
you being
hold up. If I don't,
you already give me a timeline or like, why? You know what I mean? Like.
but if I don't like you,
it's cool because you being honest. I'm not holding nothing against it. I'm having a good conversation with you.
I don't think it's a good conversation if it doesn't last beyond a day. I think it's a waste of time.
You think it's not gonna last beyond the day?
No. I said I do not, and I'm being specific.
I agree with you. No,
I do not think it's a good conversation if it does not last beyond today. You said, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm a little inebriated, and this could go left. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have a 5-minute conversation. But you know, you were just like, yo, like, you're just like, you know, you're saying this in reference to time. And for you, time doesn't look the same as it does for me. And
no, you don't know that. I'm going back. I'm just taking it back.
And then you said by Friday, I might not like you.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, you actually, like, you have a timeline in your head. Like, I'm going to get Shorty to Friday. If I don't get yada, it's a dub.
I mean, but that's not like, oh, like, fuck you. That's like, okay, this is not what I...
It is what it is. Get it. But the fact that it's a timeline, it's like, okay, let me get my motherfucker with your comment on.
I disagree. I disagree because if you don't like me, you don't like me. It don't matter what cut I'm a part of. If you don't like me, you don't like me.
Did either one of us say that? That we didn't.
But we won't know. We again, respectfully, we won't know. You know what I'm saying? For me, physically, I think you are, again, out of the, 7 girls that I've encountered today, I think you are the most beautiful woman. 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt, I ain't got to think twice about it. You feel what I'm saying? But in that same sense, you got to like me the same. If you don't, that's a problem.
But did I say out my mouth that I didn't?
I know you did not say that. I got to feel that, though, but you didn't say that, no.
Okay, and you remember when I said it's going to take me a little bit to give you the same energy that you're giving me?
I mean, maybe you did say that, but that doesn't equate to how I feel about shit.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not the only person.
No, I'm 100%. You're not wrong. But we're talking about 2 different people that feel 2 different ways about shit. That's the one thing about relationships that don't work. If someone did what the other person wanted all the time, that would be ideal for the other person, right? But then in theory, that would be slavery. For me, I'm not always going to do what you want me to do. No, 100%. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just like, you know, if you're not doing some of the shit I want you to do, then it's just like, well, what am I? Like, again, I don't have family. All I have is my son on the weekend. Go ahead. Again, before you even say all that, if you already know it's going to be a conflict, we can end it here, and we can say our blessings to each other, and we can keep it moving.
Why are you already bringing
Because
it's negative into it? It hasn't even...
Because it's a real situation.
I understand that. So is there something that I have said to make you keep reiterating it?
I'm not saying that, but it's one of them things where
I'm just asking a question.
I sincerely am trying to hear you out the best way I can, without being judgmental or opinionated. I'm really trying. I don't really deal well with conflict.
But where's the conflict?
The conflict is when I say something and you say something that I'm not saying. That can be considered conflict. You feel me? For you, it's like, well, I'm just expressing myself. Which is the truth. That's really what it is on paper. You feel me? But the way that someone else, the way my emotions are that day, the way I feel that day, what you say that day, all these things matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not a matter of, oh, I hate you or I don't like you. It's a matter of, you know, things you're saying doesn't make me happy, and it doesn't really hold value in what I got going on. So the best thing that I can say is, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't it. Go ahead and find it with somebody else, which is difficult. Or it could be a situation where it's like, well, I'm not feeling everything, but I'm feeling something, and we can talk it out. We can work it out. Let's figure it out. You feel me? That's a whole different thing. But you gotta find somebody that you're like on that same space and wavelength with. You know? Like me, I'm a very simplistic person, so shit like that is kind of like, yo, like I'm not really on that space at the time because I'm real chills. But I wouldn't be against you if you were. You follow me? I wouldn't. But then, you know, outside of just this basic conversation, because theoretically this is basic, we have other things that are not basic. And it's like, yo, like, well, you know, here we are 2 or 3 weeks from now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you what's going on. That would have to be an explanation. When you're single, there's no explanation. You ain't gotta explain shit. You feel me? I mean, again, it's all subjective based upon, you know, the person.
To my surprise, I was
that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? It's all subjective based upon the person. Like me, I know for a fact that like I'm a very affectionate person, so I would need to deal with somebody who's equally affectionate. If you're not, then it's just not going to work for multiple reasons. Not even for sex reasons, for multiple reasons. You feel me? But, you know, for someone who doesn't have that same ideology, it might be viewed differently. Or like even what you got going on with your family, that might be viewed difficult by somebody else. Not by me, because I understand what's